Today we're going to be talking about the First Amendment. Overall, there are different points and perspectives that I do want to include in this video. So overall, going to give a quick summary about what the First Amendment is, going to talk about both perspectives of how it could be like good and bad, and then I'll also explain my personal perspective on it and everything like that. So to start off, the First Amendment is basically our right to form of expression. Obviously everybody has their own opinions and perspectives on things, and legally, like, everybody is allowed to do so. Obviously there's going to be times where it may not be appropriate for you to wear something about political perspectives, about music bands, favorite colors, things like that. Like, I will say there's a time and a place, I guess, to use your form of expression and things like that. So overall, yes, as you know, American citizens, we do have that right. And to go into like the good and bad perspective of it, I would say the good thing is, like, as students and young adults, like, we do have the ability to express our personalities, how we want to come off to people, how, or to become, you know, the person that we want to be for the rest of our lives, for our future and things like that, after we graduate, for our careers and things like that. So we do have that right, and it's kind of like we have the ability to do what we believe is best even in this moment in time. Obviously, as you become older and you start to change and things like that, you're gonna become different. But as students and being on a college campus, you know, there's a lot of like fashion students and everything like that, and they're using their degree for architecture or interior design, and that's a complicated degree itself. So I do think that because you present yourself a certain way, there's obviously going to be stereotypes that go alongside that, where there may be judgments and things like that. But at the end of the day, it's your it's how you want to be in your opinion and things like that. So as students, I do think that it's important that we keep that right and that we use it to the best of our ability. I would say the negative perspective is when it comes to maybe your future job or a very serious interview and things like that, you're not going to be able to wear a shirt that, you know, a t-shirt during your interview and things like that that says like your favorite band, like I said, your political perspectives, things like that, because you're supposed to stay neutral, because that's not supposed to be a place where like you're expressing those things. As well as even in school, like, I know for me in elementary and things like that, like, we could only wear all navy, white, and maybe like khaki and things like that. So our expression of color was taken away. You couldn't wear any hoodies. Your shoes also had to be within those colors. Like, we weren't able to express ourselves through our clothing. And I believe we couldn't have accessories that were colored either. It had to be like a black headband or white and things like that. So there is a time and a place for it to be used, but also it can be used kind of against us in that sense. So thank you.